Hello everyone. Today we are not going to discuss something your regular topics which are the part of your curriculum. Rather something different which is very much related to your studies only. We are heading towards examination and many of you might be stressed out because altogether many subjects and so many topics, how to learn and how to retain that in your memory or how to keep them in your memory. That is the big task. So today we will discuss some of the methods or techniques which you can follow to simplify your learning. So let's begin the topic, easy learning. Understanding of the title. Any of the topic you begin with or any of the subject. Each of the lesson begins with a title. So first, rather straightway jumping into the text and just mugging up or cramming the whole paragraph, you need to have the clarity about the topic. Once you have the clarity about the topic, somehow it will simplify your learning because you know what the topic is. So first, see the topic, what the topic is, and understand the topic, and half of your work will be done if you have the clarity about the topic, what you are going to learn. Suppose it is day, so you can see and you can think of day something associated with the sun. Or night, you can visualize or see something related to moon, stars. Means must have the clarity about the title or the heading of any of the given topic. If you have clarity about the topic, half of your work is done. Suppose you are having this topic, organs of government. So now you can understand organs means the different parts or parts of the government. You can associate the term with yourself also, organs of our body. So we can make out if the organs of our body are functioning in coordination with each other or smoothly, our body as a whole will be able to perform betterly. So likewise, there are different organs of the government. First you need to know which are the organs of the government. Suppose legislature, executive and judiciary. You know these are the three organs of the government. You have the clarity about the topic, so you know the different parts of the government which are helpful or instrumental in the functioning of government. Now mainly these are the three organs of the government. So now you know these are the three organs of the government. What you need to do next? Weave a story in your mind with main points. Now you know these are the three organs of the government. Legislature, again you clarify the heading or the title, to legislate or to formulate or to frame the laws. Legislate. So you can make out there must be some body in the country which is there to formulate the laws. Again, then further you will explore the topic, you will come to know, okay, at the central level we are having the parliament and the state level we are having the state legislative assemblies. Parliament, again it consists of two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha temporary or the lower house and Rajya Sabha permanent or the upper house. And state legislative assemblies, elected bodies. So if you know these are the bodies who frame the laws in our country, very much you are clear in your head. Likewise executive, as the term itself says, execution or to implement. So laws are there, you need to somebody to frame the policies or programs accordingly or to implement them. Then you will come to know central level, political executive, the president, prime minister, chief ministers, governor or administrative executives. And if those framed laws are not being followed by the people, then who is there or to punish the defaulters? Then judiciary come into existence. So if you weave a summary or a story around those main points, you will have very much clarity in your head. You don't have to cram the pages like 10 to 12 pages and you cannot retain that much. That is not practical. So rather have the clarity of the heading and the titles and you weave a story around that. And if you weave a story, you are more likely to remember it rather than cramming the things blindly in black and white. Suppose you are being given this heading, be successful. Now you know with the heading itself, if you will pay attention to the heading, it is related something to the success. How to be successful. If straightway you will jump into the topic or to the details of the topic, you will have it will not be a fruitful learning. You will forget about it. So first have the clarity about the title. It is something related to the success. Now come to the main points, how you can be successful. As the title itself says, be successful, set your goals. So to become a successful person or to be successful, first you need to have a goal in your life. Set your goal. You have the goal, then what you need to do next? Prepare a plan. Then plan is there, goal is there, what comes next? Start doing. Okay, start doing, but it's not a smooth riding. Every time you might face with the problems or the difficulties, then you have to believe in yourself, in your capabilities. Yes, I can do it. Be positive, because when you are faced with difficulties, sometimes you are distressed, you are anxious, you become conscious, and you start doubting yourself. At that time, you need to believe in yourself and stay positive. And one thing you always remember, you might face with lot of hurdles, difficulties and problems, but you need to overcome those difficulties, because winners never quit. Okay? Now, again, suppose you have been given this topic, active and passive voice. Very first thing you need to do, you have the understanding of the title. So first you need to know what is this term active and passive voice. It is something related to the sentences. So let us see. Suppose you are being given this sentence, Rohan painted the fence. Now you need to know the sentence can be either in active voice or the passive voice. So you have to identify which sentences are said to be in the active voice and which sentences are said to be in the passive voice. Now Rohan painted the fence. Who is performing the action of painting the fence? Here the action is being performed by Rohan. So when the subject performs the action, it means the sentence is in the active voice. Another one you see, the fence was painted by Rohan. It's the same sentence, but here you can see the fence. That subject is not performing the action, rather the fence was painted, rather the subject is receiving the action. So when the subject is receiving the action, that sentence is in the passive voice, and when subject is performing the action, the sentence is in the active voice. Once you have clarity about these terms, it will become easy for you to remember some of the points related to the topic or to solve out the exercises. You can come to know we will not change the tenses while changing the active sentence into passive or passive into active, and some of the rules you need to know. Subject will become object, object will become subject, and you need to add the agent by before the doer of the action, and then vice versa, how to change the sentences. If continuous tense is there, how to make use of being. If perfect is there, how to make use of being. So these are some of the rules only. Once you have the clarity about the topic, you will be able to learn or remember those rules or regulations which are related to that particular topic. Somehow that will simplify your understanding. Once you don't have the clarity about the topic, it becomes very difficult to learn any rules related to that topic, because you cannot retain them in your memory for longer time. Next comes the learning part. So you have the clarity about the topic and the main titles, how to retain that and how to reproduce that learning. Be practical. Don't try to learn everything together. Don't compare yourself with others, because everyone has their different capabilities, different caliber. So altogether, if you try to jump into learning everything, if your caliber is not as such, you will simply result into depression or anxiety or being angry, because you will not be able to produce the fruitful results. So be practical, analyze and think of yourself how much you can retain or learn. Accordingly, you prepare your plan and understand your level. You understand how much you can retain and learn. Altogether, everything you want, learn. And once you have the clarity about the topic and the main points, and you have the story related to that topic in your head, then always remember one thing of the learning, that is the scientific way. Start with the simple to difficult. If you straightway jump into the difficult topics, simply you will lose your heart, because you won't be able to understand or to retain those topics, and you will lose interest as well in your studies. So begin with something interesting and easy, which will further create interest in the studies. Okay, so begin with MCQs and objectives. Somehow it is simplified and you can learn it and do it as well, because it will be easy for everybody. And then if you are able to do that, then move to the next step and begin with the short question answers. And if you are able to do that successfully, then move on to the long question and answers. And if you are finding difficulty to do that, you can skip that part. You just try to understand your level and accordingly you prepare that. So don't stress yourself, so many subjects together, so many topics. So prepare your plan and one by one learn each of the topic and how much you can grasp and learn. Don't overstress yourself. In stress, if you fall sick, you will not be able to perform well. So don't stress yourself and don't try to learn everything. If you can't, how much you can retain or learn easily, that much you try to do it. And some of the things, be happy always, don't stress yourself, happy mind, learn quickly and retains longer, and be positive, stay positive and do your best. Don't find excuses and try to push yourself as well. At the same time, try to bring out the best within yourself and work harder to achieve your goals. So here we come to the end of this topic. I hope this video is helpful to you to simplify your learning. So do take good care of yourself by the time we meet in the next session. Thank you.